I've worked search and rescue for 9 years. I've seen things that don't make sense once or twice. You learn to live with it. But the disappearance of Ranger Danny Reyes at Whitcomb Ridge is the one case file I still can't close in my own head. It was an off-season October night, and the mountain trails were practically empty. If you look at the official Park Service ruling, you'll see a very short, very neat conclusion: presumed lost in difficult terrain. However, when you weigh the physical evidence and the radio logs from that night, the official ruling begins to look less like a conclusion and more like a simplification. For those of us on the search team, Danny's case isn't a story about accidental exposure. It's a documented instance of a scene filled with anomalies that the official narrative just avoids. Let's look at the baseline timeline. At 9:41 p.m., Danny radioed in for his routine trail sweep. The call was completely uneventful. 20 minutes later, at 10:01 p.m., his tone was tight. He reported finding a small blue kid's backpack sitting directly on a trail marker. He also reported finding a single shoe. This schematic plots the layout: the backpack on the path, the shoe 30 feet into the brush. The problem? The parking lot was empty, and the log showed 0 hikers. When you work search and rescue, you learn how people behave when they get lost. Finding abandoned children's items with no accompanying vehicles suggests a deliberately placed lure, rather than gear dropped by a hiker who wasn't there. The physiological shift in Danny's radio transmission is telling. When base asked if he needed immediate backup, he hesitated, and his voice dropped to a tight whisper. He declined. Instead, he reported that something was moving in the heavy brush directly behind him. He was very specific about its biomechanics. It wasn't walking upright. It wasn't steady. He described it moving in a way that defied human anatomy. Base kept trying to reach him. Danny's final transmission was urgent and clear. "I think I need to move right now." Then, static. For exactly 11 seconds, the channel broadcast complete dead air before disconnecting entirely. This auditory record makes the lost hiker theory difficult to sustain. Danny was describing an encounter with something that didn't conform to the behavior of a person or any known local wildlife. The department launched a massive search operation that lasted for 9 straight days. We pulled his last GPS ping. This map tracks the signal's deviation. His final coordinate was a half-mile from the trail marker, deep in rugged elevation. When we combed that grid, the physical evidence simply wasn't there. No body, no backpack, and no shoe. The team only recovered one item belonging to Ranger Reyes: his tactical radio. It was powered off and sitting upright on a flat rock, appearing as though someone had placed it there with deliberate intent. This level of deliberate placement suggests an intelligent presence was involved. It's a detail that makes the official difficult terrain ruling feel less like an explanation and more like avoiding the scene's implications. But the official report also omitted a massive discovery our team made on day 9, a find that changes the context of everything Danny reported. Subscribe, and I'll tell you what we actually found.